What's up, guys? Welcome to my new channel, Rantland. This channel, we're going to kind of talk about some random topics I find online, ranting about things I don't necessarily agree with, just typical things that you might find. It's kind of repetitive content on the web, but hey, I think it's kind of fun to do. But anyways, there's this guy out here on the web. He's kind of a cool guy, but his content is trash. His channel is Skittle52 Games. He plays this same game over and over again, same character over and over again. It's so repetitive. I'm pretty sure he has 9 episodes of the same exact content at this point. But this guy is just he's a total piece of shit. Don't subscribe to this chode having little faggot. You don't want to be on that page. But the main topic of this video I want to discuss is a certain teacher in my high school. I am a junior. I had her my freshman and sophomore year. Freshman year, I had her as this physical science teacher, and sophomore year, I had her as a biology teacher. The reason I'm saying teacher is because all my friends were pretty sure that she don't have a actual teacher's degree. Let's call her Mrs. G in this instance, because last year was GG's. Mainly because of the whole corona thing, and we basically got a free semester out of it, which is probably good because I would have failed her class and had to retake it again this year. But they would start out, be great, go to first hour, go, play our little horns and all that, go to band, walk around the field for a little bit, come back in. Second hour, biology time. Great. So we walk in, she's standing there looking at us, we kind of talk a little bit, bell rings, start jumping her ass. You're being too loud. We need to quit talking. Yada, yada, yada. Class goes on, she kind of stands there and looks at us for a little bit. We do these bell work things. She puts a question up on the whiteboard. We write it down on these grid papers, because they're like, I'd show you if I still had one, but I don't. But it's like these grid papers that have boxes, and you write the answer to each day in these boxes. We'd get in there. There was always this one guy, he would always get it. But the main problem that I have with her, if you ask her for help or whatever, you ask her a question, now, would it be this? Would it be that? And she would go, is it? Is it? Is it? What do you mean, what's the point of asking for help if you're just gonna if you're gonna ask me for help because you don't know the content? Like, it's just a big shit show in her class, honestly. But long story short, we'd get that done. We'd go on to the next period of the day. Not necessarily a period of the day, because that'd be a different class, but in next 5 minutes or so in the class, it'd be note time. So she would pass out these paper notes. They were pre-made, had a bunch of blanks on them and all that, but it had these illustrations on them. Mrs. G would call them doodle notes. And what we would do, fill in the blanks of these, like, prompts and all that, and there's illustrations that go with the wording. It's supposed to give you, like, a visual way of learning it. It's supposed to, I don't know, it's a big shit show. But we would get 3 to 4, sometimes 5 to 10 of these a day, and we had to put these in our binders, and each quarter she would collect these binders and grade our notes. Grade the notes. And for a whole quarter of these notes, they were only worth 25 points. 25 points for, like, a binder full of notes, probably about that thick. It was ridiculous. But anyways, you'd have to color these in and all that, and it was just a big fiasco. Nobody hardly ever did them. They would color them every now and then if they got bored. Never fill in any of the blanks, and just kind of half-ass it, color them so it looks like you did something. So she would kind of just gander at it and see what your name is and assume what your grade might be if she were to actually grade it. And throw that into the computer, call it a day. And it's just a big fiasco in her entire class. But that's my story on her for today. I'll leave a link to Skittles' channel, maybe if I'm feeling nice. But this guy, Big Joe, he has a great channel. I will most definitely have a link in the description for his channel. He also did a video on Mrs. G. I believe he called her Mrs. F. And you're gonna want to go check that video out. And he already made another video about all of our corona policies for the school. This is his first video. It was a little rusty, but it was pretty good. I'm sure mine's a lot shittier than his was. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what kind of content you want to see. If you want to keep seeing more like this, or you want to see maybe some reactions, I'll try to crank some of those out. But be sure not to subscribe to Skittle 52 Games, and peace.